Hello there guys, so recently I began considering adding a UPS to my little home lab. Now, I don't really get power cuts. I mean, I've had very few since I've lived here, and they've usually only been a few minutes. But for peace of mind, I thought it's finally best to get one. I thought I'd talk about it because there's a lot of pitfalls around buying a UPS, especially when you're on a budget. I went with this APC Backups Pro 550, which was refurbished. Now, the reason that I went with a refurbished unit is because I wanted a UPS that had USB monitoring, replaceable battery. I also needed to have an LCD screen, and I wanted it with a new battery and some kind of a warranty from a decent brand. Now, the thing is that when you go like on Amazon or wherever, and you look at the UPSs, you can find UPSs at the same budget that I paid, which was around £80, right? I paid around £80 for this UPS. Now, you can, of course, find many UPSs around that price, but as far as my requirements go, in terms of my requirements of needing an LCD screen and use a replaceable battery and USB monitoring, it was actually very difficult to get all of those free features at that price range. Usually there would be a UPS that only had one or two of those features and it would be missing the other. Another thing that you have to be very careful of when shopping around for UPSs is, again, with the user replaceable batteries. So many units may not actually offer user replaceable batteries. A lot of them now have these batteries where they're not designed to actually be removed by the user, and you have to go through a whole headache of trying to replace the batteries in them. So that's why in the end, in my case, I thought, okay, I'll just go with something that's tried and tested from a reputable brand, and that way I can keep it within my budget and still have something that is quality. So I have got the UPS installed, and it's currently using 25 watts. And that's powering my modem, which is an OpenReach fiber modem. It's powering my router, Wi-Fi 6 router. It's powering my NAS with 2 internal hard drives and 1 external 2.5-inch hard drive. It's powering my switch, 5-port switch. It's powering my Raspberry Pi. So it's not fully charged yet. I've only just plugged it in. I think I haven't looked into the documentation, but I'm guessing that it's definitely not fully charged by the battery icon there. I know these can take a long time to charge, but I'm just going to do a really quick test and see if everything will stay up. If I switch the power off to the NAS, yep. So you get the audible alarm, and it's giving me 15 minutes, 14 minutes runtime at the moment. So I have left this thing overnight to charge, and unfortunately I don't seem to be getting the runtime that I originally expected. So at the minute I'm predicted to get 28 minutes. Now ideally I was looking for over 120 minutes, which I do believe I should get with a 7 Ah battery. I should get well over 90 minutes as far as I understand it. Alright guys, so I've had some more time to investigate, and the estimated runtime, apparently the reason it's inaccurate is because the load is quite low, and so the lower load you have, apparently the more inaccurate the estimated runtime can become. So I'm going to give it a test. It's currently running at 27 watts. It's currently outputting 27 watts. And I'm going to switch off the mains. It should switch over to battery. There we go. It's using 24 watts. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to leave it and time it. And as long as it gets over an hour or two, I'm happy with that. So I will check back in an hour and see where we're at. Okay guys, so it has been over an hour and 15 minutes. And the UPS is still running, it's still powering my router, my NAS, my switch, my modem, and it's showing as 3 minutes remaining, which when it began it was only showing as 28 minutes remaining. So for 28 minutes remaining it's actually lasted over an hour and 15 minutes. Okay guys, so it is 1 hour and 26 minutes and the NAS has just automatically shut down because it's detected a low power state on the UPS, and the UPS, the battery light is now flashing and it's stating 1 minute left. Okay guys, so the UPS has finally died at the 2 hour mark. So I'm gonna bring it back up. Now, gonna bring everything back up. Now, so you probably shouldn't do that. You probably shouldn't completely run dead a lead acid battery like that. Or at least not often, but once in a while, like, to really test them is maybe a good idea, like once a year or something, I don't know. But yeah, you shouldn't do that on a regular basis, I know that. But yeah, I'm happy it lasted 2 hours, that's pretty cool. So I could probably make it last 3 hours if I powered down the NAS even earlier. But for now I'm happy with 2 hours with the NAS. And I could probably even make it last, 2.5 hours with the NAS if I used a 9 amp hour battery instead of the 7 amp hour battery. Again, over 3 hours with the 9 amp hour battery, I'd imagine, if I shut down a NAS early. So I'm pretty satisfied with that. And you can get even longer run times with different battery chemistry as well. I think you can use, I think it's LiPo. I'm not going to do that myself, but I'm going to stick with this 7 amp hour lead acid battery because for me, I think 2 hours is pretty good. So apart from that, do I have any final words on this? Yes. If I was going to do this again, I would probably buy a used UPS. I'd save money. I'd buy a used UPS, and then I would buy a brand new battery. And I'd probably buy a Duracell battery, 7 amp hour, 9 amp hour maybe, and do it that way, which I might still do. I might buy a second UPS for somewhere else in the house. We'll see. But yeah, I'm pretty satisfied with that, and yeah, I'll let you know how it goes in future. And if you enjoyed the video, feel free to like and subscribe, and if you have any questions, feel free to leave a comment below.